Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Bred for War box set. This set contains the stories The Time Warrior, the Sontaran Experiment, the Invasion of Time, and the Two Doctors. And the white blurb here reads the complete story of the Doctor's battles with the Sontarans. ... so far. It is a 6-disc set and it's PG rated. Take a look at the artwork. You've got the Sontaran links there. You've got, I think his name's Stike or something, I can't remember. And these two Sontarans, which I can't remember the names of either. And you've got two Sontarans at the back there with helmets on. And you've got the new Doctor Who logo, well not new, but the Doctor Who logo there. You've got the side label, which has basically got the same details as the front, and so does the back, as always. This was one of the first Doctor Who box sets I got, and it's a very good set. And here you've got the side labels there, of the spines of the DVD cases which are inside. You've got Time Warrior, Sontaran Experiment, The Invasion of Time, and the Two Doctors. Now let's take the first one out of this set, and it is The Time Warrior. This is Sarah Jane's first story, and let's take a look at the artwork. You've got Sarah Jane Smith there, you've got John Pertwee, you've got links, you've got some castles in the background and an archway, you've got some greenish light and sort of a apricot banner. Apricot, is that a colour, or I don't know. John Pertwee is 1970 to 74. It's just a singular disc set. You've got side label. On the back you've got some pictures from the story there, and I'll just read you the blurb. And it's by Robert Holmes, and the white writing here says available, complete and uncut for the very first time on DVD. So the blurb reads: the Doctor is called by units to investigate when a number of scientists go missing from a top security institute following the kidnappings back in time to the Middle Ages. He is unaware that investigate journalist Sarah Jane Smith has stowed aboard the TARDIS. As events unfold, the Doctor discovers a sinister alien intent on altering the future of mankind. Now you've got special features. You've got commentary by Elizabeth Slade and Sarah Jane Smith, Barry Letts producer and Terence Dicks script editor, and beginning the end, the cast and crew of The Time Warrior look back on the making of the story in this newly produced documentary featuring Elizabeth Sladen, Donald Pilmer, who plays Rubish, Jeremy Bullock, who plays Hal, Barry Letts, and Terence Dicks, and Keith Cheetham, who is the designer. You got CGI effects, choose to watch the story with some of the original effects replaced by 16 new CGI sequences, continuity compilation, a selection of off-air continuity announcements for original BBC transmission of The Time Warrior, the Doctor Who Annual 1974, Radio Times billings, original listings from Radio Times, photo gallery, production information with subtitles, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality. PG rated set. Now inside you've got your booklet there, with a picture of links, and you've got the disc with the picture from that booklet. Overall, I would rate this story a 7 out of 10. So yeah, that's The Time Warrior. Let's put that there. Next up, we have the Sontaran Experiment. Now I have done a review of this if you want to go and check this out. Let's take a look at the artwork here. You've got Sontaran, you've got Harry Sullivan, and you've got Sarah Jane Smith. You've got his spaceship there. You've got some rocks and some brownish kind of light there. got a picture of Tom Baker. Tom Baker years 1974 to 81. We've got a side label. We've got the back, and it's by Bob Baker and Dave Martin. Transmitting down from Nerva Beacon, the Doctor, Sarah and Harry find themselves on Earth in the far future, long since abandoned by the human race, but it soon becomes clear that they are not alone. A shipwrecked crew of Galsec colonists are being hunted down, one by one. What is the creature that lives in the rocks, and what is the purpose of the lethal tests it's conducting? Can the Doctor ensure the safety of the Earth for the future generations of mankind? That's the blurb, and there's not a lot of special features, unfortunately, but it's got commentary by Elizabeth Sladen, Sarah Jane Smith, Philip Hinchcliffe, producer, Bob Baker, writer, book for war, the genesis and development of the Sontaran race through the history of the series, as told by some of the actors and production team involved. This specially produced documentary includes contributions from Terence Dix, Elizabeth Sladen, Anthony Reid, Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant, and Bob Baker, Eric Saward and Stuart Fell. Photo gallery, production information, subtitles, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality. It's a PG. Inside, you've got your disc there, with the picture of Sontaran, and the same picture on the booklet. Overall, I would give this set this DVD probably a 8, because it's quite a good story. It's a 2-part adventure, and the Time Warrior is a 4-part adventure. Now, the third story in the set, that we have the Invasion of Time. Let's take a look at the cover. You've got Tom Baker there, you've got Sontaran, you've got one of the Time Lord people, and another Time Lord there, and you've got Leela. I think this is Leela's final story, and you've got some hexagons there, and you've got a PG sign. It's quite blue, this cover, and you've got Tom Baker years 1974 to 81. You've got the side label. You've got some pictures from the story. Can't really quite make those out, but still. And on the back you've got you've got the blurb, which is by David Agnew. The Doctor's behaving very oddly. After singing a treaty with enemy aliens, he returns to his home planet Gallifrey and demands the presidency of the High Council of Time Lords. His first act of rule is to banish Leela to the wastelands on pain of death. His second is to sabotage the planet's defense barriers, enabling the full-scale invasion. Why has the Doctor joined forces with the militaristic Vardans? Is he out for revenge against the Time Lords, or does he have a hidden agenda? But his allies are also hiding in dark secret, for behind them is a familiar enemy waiting for the right moment to attack. Again, quite dramatic. You've got special features. I think this is a 2-disc set here. You've got commentary by Louise Jameson, who plays Leela, John Leeson, K9, Anthony Reid, writer, and Matt Irvine, visual effects designer. Out of time, the cast and crew look back on the making of the story, featuring Chris Tankchill, who plays Andred, Milton Jones, who plays Castellane Kellner, and Colin Mopson, visual effects designer. The rise and fall of Gallifrey. Look how the portrayal of the Time Lords and their home planet has changed over the years. The elusive David Agnew, script editor Terence Dix, and Anthony Reid try to find out who really wrote the Invasion of Time. Deleted scenes, announcements from the film sequences for parts 5 and 6, optional CGI effects, continuity, announcements from 1978, Radio Times billings, listings from Radio Times, photo gallery, coming soon trailer, production information, subtitles, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality. And it's PG. Inside, you've got your booklet there with the same picture on the disc, and you've got here the Bred disc, and you've got a picture of Tom Baker and Leela and the TARDIS. Overall, I give this story a 6 out of 10. It's probably the weakest story in the set, but I do quite like the story, and not many people do. which is a bit strange because I think it's quite good. Next we have Sixth Doctor story, The Two Doctors. Let's take a look at the artwork. You've got Colin Baker there, you've got Sontaran, you've got Patrick Troughton there, Second Doctor, and you've got Spanish House. You've got a picture of Colin Baker. Colin Baker is 1984 to 86. It's a 2-disc set. You've got a side label there with No to Entertain logo on it. And you've got the back, which has some pictures from the story there. And it's starring Colin Baker and Patrick Troughton, and it's by Robert Holmes. Whilst investigating unauthorized experiments into time travel aboard the space station Camera, the Second Doctor and Jamie come under attack from the warlike Sontarans. Elsewhere, the Sixth Doctor and Perry also decide to pay a visit to Camera. They find the station abandoned, but discover Jamie half-crazed, hiding in the ducting, and he tells them that the Doctor has been murdered. Then we've got special features, which are commentary by Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, Fraser Hines, Jacqueline Pearce and Peter Moffat, effects with Sontarans from 1985 edition of Jim will Fix It, starring Colin Baker and Janet Fielding. Behind the Sofa, Robert Holmes and Doctor Who, a special 45-minute documentary looking at the popular writer. Beneath the Lights, a 25-minute look at the studio recording of The Two Doctors. Beneath the Sun, a 35-minute featurette focusing on The Two Doctors, Spanish location filming. Adventures in Time in Spain. Production manager Gary Downey offers his insight into the making of this story. Wavelength, a half-hour Radio 4 Schools program which goes behind the scenes of The Two Doctors. Music-only option allows the viewer to hear Peter Howell's score on isolated music track. Production, subtitles, photo gallery, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality. It's a PG set. Inside you've got a disc 2 there, and you've got the booklet, and disc 1 is pretty much the same, but it's on my Xbox 360 at the moment, because I was watching it a few days ago. If I had to rate the story out of 10, it would probably be a 9, because it's probably one of Colin Baker's more popular stories, and it's a very good story. I do love it a bit. It's probably my favourite in the set. Now, altogether, I rate Bred for War a 9 out of 10, because it's a fantastic set, because it features all the Sontaran stories so far in the classic series. And it's just, a very good set to have, and it's a great starter because it was mine. I'm not just saying it because it was my first starter, because it does make a brilliant starter. Highly recommend it to any Doctor Who fan out there who is just got into the classic series. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you soon for more reviews. Possibly even more gameplays and stuff. So yeah guys, that was my little review of Bred for War. This is Mr. Williams signing out.